The following tutorial will illustrate Metamorph's multidimensional reviewer to analyze, crop, and reload multidimensional acquisitions with multiple wavelengths, time, and Z. Visit the Apps menu, review multidimensional data. You need to select a base file, and you need to select directory. You need to browse to where your data file is. So if I browse to where my data file is, it's under D, Imaging. I'll go to Metamorph Demo Images. I'm going to go to Multidimensional Data Sets, and I'm going to select a data set that has wave, time, and Z. So if I select on that file, it will not, the plus won't open it up, which means there's no more files in it. I highlight the file, I hit OK, and I see that I have one ND file in there, 45 time points, 2 wavelengths, and 21 Z. I select that file and I hit View. This loads this data graphically within the multidimensional reviewer. I have 2 wavelengths, GFP, DIC. I can review thumbnails of these by selecting on them. Z is represented in the vertical axis, so I can play down through Z this way, while time is represented across the horizontal axis. This dialog box gives you a couple of different options for basically cropping the data set down. The very first one is through a Z projection. Down here at the bottom, I can ask it to do a maximum Z projection, which gets rid of all my Z's and max projects the images. If I want to load these results into Metamorph and just not as thumbnails, I'll right click in the upper left hand gray tile. That puts an X across all of the max projected planes I want. I go back to select X's and load images. This loads these images now into active RAM, and I have them. Alternatively, if I don't want max projection, I can basically uncheck the max projection, go back to select X's, and allow the program to select best focus. A lot of the times it's best to do this on a single wavelength at a time. So if I uncheck the DIC and ask it to just select the best frame from GFP, the program will go through, select those X's, I can load, then I can uncheck GFP and ask it to load the best focus for DIC. Hit select best focus, it chooses plane 1, I load those images, and now I have these images loaded in active RAM. I still have the thumbnail image behind it, which I can get rid of this way or by closing the multidimensional reviewer. Once I have these images open, I can either overlay them, process them, analyze them, whatever you want to do. But I'm going to create a movie. It's the easiest thing to do. I'll just do the movie with the GFP image. I'll color it green first. Come up to Stack, Make Movie. Tell it that I want to basically play the frames for 1/10 of a second. Make sure I have frames 1 through 45 and select those. Make sure they're all selected. I'm going to save it as a QuickTime movie. Hit save. I'll put it out here to my desktop as the GFP movie. I'll actually overwrite this one. Hit save. That movie writes out, and now I can go back out here to my desktop and oops, not play that one, it's this one. Play this movie. And there you have the movie. Good luck.